posts, they start getting really short. Almost immediately after telling Bizarre Design that's him, how happy it made me to see that people were truly respectful of the park. I watched some guy leave his processed prepackaged plastic conglomerate on the picnic table. And the next one...
It's like 2 words.
It's like a 2-word.
That's a lot of words to say trash.
What was the date? What was the date of that one?
This one...
The last one,
this one is August 19th.
The other one. The next one.
The 2 words is August 25th.
Okay, this one right here with the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got 2 emojis at the bottom. What does it say on that?
It says Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. With a fly emoji.
Which is not a Halloween symbol.
And a pumpkin emoji.
And it is definitely a fly.
Yeah, no, it's not. I've seen it.
Yeah, because I thought...
It couldn't be a bat.
Yeah.
It's not,
They maybe
a
thought
vulture.
someone thought it was a witch or
yeah,
something.
you know,
it's not-
because sometimes
No, that's a
emojis
fly.
it's hard to see.
Yeah, but
So-
that's very obviously a fly.
Somebody was up there camping.
I got to swerve for just a minute.
Yeah.
Do you know what the newest emoji coming out is?
No.
A pregnant man.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ. Don't ever say that shit again. That's stupid. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
It really is. I was like...
Fuck me. Oh my god.
So I read this post on Facebook.
Sometimes people just make my fucking head hurt.
Apparently someone posted this to her parents' Facebook, but never got a response or anything. They said they've gone to the police. The police were very short with them, like they didn't believe them, just blew them off. So they were in the area where she was last at.
Okay.
And they were going up the mountain. They saw some tracks, 2 tracks going up. They followed it up. It came to an end where it was just a trail. So they decided to get out, explore.
Who is this you're talking about? I'm sorry. I
Just
missed
some
it.
people
that have heard about the case and are in the area.
That's why I didn't catch it.
They didn't know about anything at the time because they were there like at the same time she was.
Yeah,
so-
sightseeing.
Yeah. So they go up. The track ends. They get out and they start walking the trail, and then it's just flies everywhere. They said there were so many flies. They still had flies in their Jeep or van or whatever.
Yeah.
Like 3 days later.
It wouldn't have taken me that long to pull into the car wash and get the little vacuum.
Something must be dead over here. Let's
go somewhere else.
Let's go look, somewhere else. So they go back down. They see another 2 tracks. They follow it up. They say it's like maybe 3 minutes up the mountain. They get out. There's no flies. And the wind's blowing up the mountain. So if there's any smell, it's blowing away from them. And they didn't think anything of it. That's
because
weird.
They hadn't heard about the case, right?
So when they get back home is when they hear about the case, and they're like, "Oh my god, we were in that area at the same time she was." So they call the police and try to tell them, "We were here at the same time. This is what happened. It had all these flies. It was weird. She would have been in the same area," and they just kind of blew them off. Now I don't know if that's a real story or not. And when I read it, I was like, who knows?
And you don't know if the police actually blew them off or they were like, okay, thanks, whatever.
Yeah.
And then since I
didn't really think anything of it. And so I went in the comments. And I started looking through, and someone posted that last post on Instagram where she's holding the pumpkin, and they said, "Look at the emoji. It has a fly." I was like, okay, that's a little weird.
Well, and another thing,
there.
I don't know if you noticed this, but that post with the pumpkin is August 25th.
Yeah, I know. Why would it say Happy Halloween?
Well, not only that, it looks like they're back home somewhere. They're not out camping anywhere. That's all.
No, they're in a city.
It could be like,
they're in a city somewhere.
I'm reading the comments to see.
Well, yeah, but there are cities in Utah.
Right.
I mean,
I'm agreeing.
I mean,
at least one.
They traveled all over. But yeah,
the Monarch mural. Hold on.
Weird. Oh yeah, because she's
the
got
Monarch
pictures.
mural is in Ogden, Utah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I did think it was odd to hold a pumpkin in August, but then realized that they may have gone to the artist market there and bought a pumpkin.
But why Happy Halloween when it's fucking August?
But was she in front of the butterfly when she was holding the pumpkin?
Yes.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Yeah.
It's a big butterfly.
Oh, okay,
See,
yeah.
it's a Monarch mural. So we know these pictures were taken in Ogden, Utah.
Yeah, the whole Happy Halloween, August.
Yeah,
that doesn't
weird.
make sense.
Weird. I mean, I know
to me that seems like somebody trying to.
I know they put Halloween stuff out early, but
yeah, but
I wouldn't pose with a pumpkin in August and say Happy Halloween.
To me, that seemed like he was looking for, I don't know.
Hey, he got nervous and was just like pumpkin Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, when the body cam footage, I had Chris just look at like a minute of it because I just thought he was acting weird in the body cam.
I haven't
footage.
watched it.
I said maybe it's just because he's moving around so much. He kept like moving his hands a lot, and then
All right, hold on,
then he
hold
put his hands in front of him, and
He just seemed nervous.
yeah, I was
okay.
like, maybe he's just nervous.
See, but the way you describe it makes it sound like he was high, and that's not the case. I bet
I didn't say he was high. I said he was acting funny.
I know, but what I saw, hands in front so the cops can see him, right? In our day and age, that's totally reasonable. And the way he was moving, I didn't see anything aside from the fact that the dude's
Yeah, but
weird.
you watched a minute. The body cam footage was over an hour.
When,
Yeah.
Oh, shit on that.
when were they in Coulter Bay?
That was the 29th, isn't it? Yeah,
The
29th.
hitchhike, 29th.
It's when he was in Coulter Bay. We
Okay.
don't know about her. Why?
Because I bet you they hit Ogden, Utah before they hit Coulter Bay because it's to the west and south.
Well, it looks like there's
And
pictures.
what day was that posted in Ogden?
25th.
Hold on. Yep, August 25th.
And the 29th, that was in Utah too, or Wyoming?
That was in Wyoming.
It looks like from looking at her her post, like when they were camping, you know, they had the van, but then they did a lot of tent camping.
And then she's
like
also
they would
got
hike up.
YouTube videos. I haven't watched any
Yeah, I
of
haven't
those, but
watched any of
YouTube videos of while they were camping. She would make
Okay.
little blog posts. Yeah, the whole thing's just like, if he is innocent, he wouldn't just shown up without her, not said anything.
Well, if
got a lawyer.
Yeah, that's the part. If he was innocent, the first thing he would have done when whatever happened would be like, she's here, this happened, here's exactly what happened.
Unless he was lying to the parents. Now, that one thing I read said he told the parents they had broken up and they were cleaning their stuff out. He could have very well told the parents after he flew back, she's not comfortable driving, she's going to stay here and fly back. I'm going to drive her van back. Because the parents haven't said anything either. So we don't know what he told them.
Right, that's
so
true.
he could have made a whole story about he's going to drive the van back for her, she's going to take a plane. I bet you money that comes out later, that story. Something like that to cover his ass.
See, but
If it was true, why wouldn't you just say it?
Yeah.
and
Why
and
would you
if
go
that
all
was,
quiet?
And if that was your story, when you get there, why wouldn't you be shocked and why wouldn't you at least act shocked
But
and
she's
surprised?
not here.
Yeah, what do you mean she didn't make it back?
Yeah.
That whole thing instead of
I mean, if
I need my lawyer.
Yeah,
that right there is
Oh,
just
and
so
now I
fucking
gotta
suspect.
run.
Yeah, I mean, like, if that were honestly the case, when you got there and your girlfriend wasn't there, you'd be like, what the fuck, man? Call the police.
Call the airline
She was
and
supposed to be
hey.
here before me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, lawyering up and
Yeah, and then
going on the run.
yeah, that I'm just
I know in the body cam footage, she talked to the police about having really bad anxiety. He had talked about her also having real bad OCD,
Okay.
which would make sense if she's got bad OCD.
Yeah.
She's probably got bad anxiety too, because things aren't, you know. Because he was talking about I'm messy, I got sand, dirt on my feet, and
Yeah,
You know,
she was freaking out about
yeah.
it, that kind of stuff.
and then I read something else that said where they both suffered from, and it was redacted for whatever reason.
yeah. What the fuck would that?
So I'm guessing they both suffered from anxiety.
Why would that be redacted though? That's
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird.
maybe for HIPAA reasons.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah,
The
I
only,
bet that's
HIPAA
what-
only applies if the medical provider is the one giving out the information.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know who gave out that information,
Well, she clearly said it on the video, so it's not like it's secret.
that's her giving out the information.
Okay, but I haven't watched any of the
But
YouTube
HIPAA doesn't
videos.
apply if
They could
you're
have both been
volunteering
talking
it.
about.
Yeah,
They could have both been talking about
Yeah.
having anxiety and
I'm
stuff.
just saying.
Also heard that they'd been off their meds. So
Well, and we know because you said there were scratches and then people actually saw her being physical with him. I mean, I'm not saying that is, you know, but so obviously we know that some of their shit got physical. It could be something like,
she said he had grabbed her face like this, like grabbed it really hard, like she wasn't listening or something. So he grabbed her chin, like make her listen. That's all she said he did. And then she was slapping him. He said she had jerked the steering wheel, and that's why he hit the curb.
oh,
But with him hitting, if she had hit his arm,
If someone
You know.
thought that I wasn't listening, and they grabbed my chin thinking that was going to help,
Punch him in the fucking face.
that would be the worst fucking day of their life. That would be a mistake they wouldn't forget soon.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, that if it was something like they got into an altercation, it got out of control, he hit her, she fell down, hit her head, and now he's freaking out, and
Or he lost his temper. And,
and disposed of her, and now he's just completely. I mean, if that's what happened, it doesn't mitigate anything.
I'm thinking if something happened, I don't know. I would think if he had planned something, he'd have this whole
He'd have planned
story
it better,
Yeah.
about why he took the van back and everything. I would think if it was an accident, I don't think he would have driven the van back. I don't know. I would think he had been like maybe trying to dump it somewhere to try to hide it, or
None of it really tracks, like you said, if this is something in the deep dark of the night he thought of, he's like, I gotta get rid of this bitch. And
Why wouldn't he just leave?
well, but let's just say that he decided he was going to kill her. They were in all these isolated places. There were all kinds of ways for an accident to happen.
Oh yeah, I mean hiking.
Yeah.
And the
I mean, because like some of these locations where they're taking pictures, they're woo,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So that's why I'm wondering if it was if he did it, which I do think he did it. That maybe it was something like
I would think it was probably an accident. Things got out of hand.
moment of passion kind
Because
of.
especially after the body cam, like you said, we know that they were physical.
That there was a problematic shit going on in this relationship.
Neither one of them had bruises, like
Yeah.
old stuff happening.
Yeah.
But we know at least recently,
That things had torqued up,
things were getting heated between them. So I think if something happened, it was probably an accident.
Yeah, like in a moment of passion.
Maybe
they
he
got
pushed
into
her
it.
and she fell down a cliff. He didn't mean to push her off
Like,
a cliff, or she hit her head.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why, because, and then the panic ensues, like, oh God, now we've been stopped by the cops, so we know, and like, you stop being able to process and think at that point, because like, if he had been, like, if he was just like some calculated killer, I'd be like, boom, she falls off the cliff. Oh my God, she fell. 911,
Yep.
There's just
Call search and rescue.
Yeah, there were so many places where things could have happened in a blink of an eye.
Did you see the picture that was
Somebody's
posted?
looking at you now because you have this all planned out.
Did you see the picture that was posted that supposedly has her in the background? They don't know if
No.
they were investigating whether it was photoshopped. I think it probably is.
Like, taken by somebody else?
It was a family and they're all together, like taking a selfie. And in the distance, not too far in the distance, you could see a girl. I think you could see blonde hair, some like leggings and like a sweatshirt, like a pullover sweatshirt. And in other pictures that showed her with an outfit that was kind of like
Yeah,
that.
because
Okay,
I was
but
just,
what's
I saw an
significant about
outfit
it?
like that.
Well, because
The
she was just
timing
laying
or
on the
what?
ground. And I was
I mean,
thinking,
is the
if-
timing significant or something to when that photo
or
was
is it just
taken?
somebody
or
trying to
what's-
get attention?
I can't remember. I think it was after
Yeah.
Okay.
her last
Okay.
someone's seen her. But I would think she was close enough that family taking a picture would have been like, hey lady, you okay?
Yeah, like, I mean,
it has to be Photoshopped.
right, like, so it looked like she was like laid out.
Yeah, it's not like a tent was set up. She
Yeah.
was laying on the rocks. I mean,
Like,
Maybe she was sleeping.
if we were taking family pictures and there was some blonde lady just laid out, I'd be like, hey, poke.
yeah.
You're ruining the shot, bitch. You need to go.
Walk over
You
there.
okay?
Walk over there. I think this lady's done turned.
I feel bad though because there has been a couple of times I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
I've gone to Walmart and you see those old people in their cars in the parking lot.
You swear to God,
Like this,
they
you're
died
like-
sitting there. Yeah.
Do I call the cops?
Do I tap on
And
the
then,
window?
and then they'll slightly move and you're like, oh, okay. There's
I actually
There's been a
had
couple times I'm
somebody
like,
do
I
that
don't
to me
know
one
if I
time
should.
when I was still working, and the fatigue and like where I could just fall asleep anywhere, like in the middle of a conversation. Mama had gone into the store, and I just laid my head back, and I mean, I must have been out, and I heard. I was like, like, you wake up, and somebody was like, I was just worried about you. You look like you might not be okay. And And I was like, thank you, but I'm okay.
Thank you. I'm not. But
I,
Yeah,